Good morning, everyone. Aloha, Cisco. What's up, brother? Good morning, good morning. Hey, Juan. Happy Friday. How's everyone this morning? Oh, man, it's almost over. We're almost at the weekend. Welcome, everyone, to the Trading Syndicate. I'm JJ, and got another slow morning. And let's see what we got cooking here in the kitchen. Hey, Dan, Rufus, how you guys doing? Raj, what's up? Good morning. And Bakwan, good morning. Yeah, you know what? I should look at the VIX. I always forget. I always forget to look at the VIX. And then somebody reminds me of the VIX. And then I'll go and look at it and go, oh, the VIX, yes, yes, yes. But I never look at it um, religiously. What's it at now? 14? So it's fairly low, right? Yeah, it's not something I keep track of. The market will tell me if it's volatile or not by price action. So I guess I kind of get away with that, you know? But I don't look at it actively. Perhaps I should, but I just plain forget all the time. It's just one of those things. It's something I've never really looked at it. Um, because either I've always been doing deals or when I'm trading, I'm sort of day trading. So, if it's really volatile, I'll assume the VIX is high, right? If we're bouncing around a lot. Otherwise, it's not something I pay attention to. I try and look at the least amount of information as possible. I like to dumb down my trading as much as I can, and there's a reason for that, and that's because execution. You guys wonder why a lot of people have trouble making money trading? Why they say a lot of people don't make money trading? Do you guys ever wonder really why that is? There's all sorts of fancy answers like psychology and right? But it really comes from down to two things: lack of education and lack of focus, right? I find execution very difficult as a retail trader. Your margin for error is very small. The amount of capital you're trading with is very small. So your execution better be pretty damn good, right? Well, yeah, the execution is lack of focus, lack of discipline, right, Dan? Right? Hey, Patty Lou, what's up? That's why people don't make money. First, they don't know what they're doing. Then they don't have focus. The reason why you don't have focus, and it's not your fault, folks, it's because people tell you to look at 20 or 30 different things when you're trying to make a decision, right? I have reduced that to watching just one or two things. That's why you guys always say, "Oh, JJ, you trade so fast. You're in and out before I even know what's going on." It's because I'm focused and I'm stalking the trade before it happens. Because all I'm focusing on is how the order flow is interacting with a price level. That tells me if there's sellers or buyers at that level, right? So that way I can get in and get out quickly, and also that way I know if I'm wrong quickly, right? We spend so much time looking at so many things that don't matter that when you're in an active trade, if you have all that garbage rattling around in your head, right? Guys are looking at delta and gamma and mambo and this and that and VIX and Twix and standard deviations and orders of magnitude. I don't know, fractals, schmactals, muppets, puppets. Why don't you just watch the offer? It'll make your life so much easier, right? Let's get to it, right? You should be trading and executing in a flow state. The only way to do that is to unclutter your mind, right? You guys, does anybody ever remember the movie The Paper Chase or the TV show? Now it's an old and I'm dating myself. Anybody ever remember that? There was an old professor in there. It was about law school at Harvard. And the old guy was John Houseman, who was an old actor. He used to do Smith Barney commercials too. And he was kind of pompous, right? And he'd always tell people, "You come in here with a mind full of mush, and I send you out thinking like a lawyer." Well, I attempt to do the same thing, right? I attempt to help you declutter your head and think like a trader, right? Right? Not like someone who's conditioned to buy stuff, but someone who's conditioned to take advantage of buyers. Aha, right? What about the people who have simplified the process but then add complexity to keep from being bored? I really don't know any of those people, Dan, who are actually profitable. And if you find making money boring, maybe choose something else to do. I can't speak for everyone, right? But I know the people that I talk to every day, Dan, don't make money. People who come to me are people who blow up accounts, who can't they give all their money back, right? I don't know anyone who's ever said, "JJ, damn it, I'm making 20 grand a day and I am bored, man. Let's add some complexity to my business." Right? Like, if you actually go say that sentence out loud, Dan, my brother, "I'm making $50,000 a day and I'm bored. Let's make my life more complicated." You see how ridiculous that sounds? You know, Ayo, brother, you're one of you're a special creature, okay? I'm putting that as nicely as I can. Right? Exactly. Houseman was like, "We earned it," right? Who wants to make their life more complicated? Don't we have enough problems in life that business shouldn't be. So let's go take a look at this. Our overnight inventory is short, right? We had a markup at the end of the day. We are allowing the shorts to come in and do some covering just above 65.07. We have a poor low in the overnight profile, right? It's a kind of a very, very tight profile that tells us there's not much movement. Exactly, right? Doc, you need 4 points to make some money, right? Then go eat some nice food. Have a nice evening with your family, right? Keep it simple, folks. I promise you your execution will get better if you uncomplicate your life. Besides, here's the unfortunate problem. You guys can't keep 20 things in your head and execute at the same time. You can't do it. That's why you keep blowing up accounts, right? Just keep it simple, right? Our balance is 9 to 11 and a half. VWAP is up at 12. 12 and change, wasn't it? So we're just bouncing around back and forth. There's that poor low that we were talking about. Bids, bids, right? Now, what's the volume? 29,000 contracts. Very light volume. It's funny, I always ask people, I go, wouldn't you rather make money than sit around and get stopped out all the time and have all these complicated things that you're looking at? And they pause. They actually pause. I'm like, okay. The answer should be quick, right? The answer should be quick. It's just that everyone's been brainwashed into thinking that this business is more complicated than it is. They talk about algos and liquidity sweeps and what is it, Cool Ranch gaps, and all this nonsense, right? We just need to find the bid. Okay, right now the bid's at 65.09. It's as plain as the nose on your face. So if you're short and the market comes down to 65.09, expect to do some covering. If you're going to go long, you go long 65.9 and a half, 10, put your stop under 9 and sell it at 12. Right? Fair value gap, smart money concept. You know what a smart money concept is, AO? Getting zero cost stock. Okay? That is the smartest money concept. Don't fool yourself with all this BS, okay? Right? Man, if you can't dazzle them with your brilliance, baffle them with your bullshit. That applies so much in this business. And everybody falls for it because they don't know any better. Right? There you go, Raj. Time for some prune juice. Right? Exactly, Juice. You and Raj should be hanging out together. You guys could both have some prune juice and complete that auction. Maybe a little X-Lax, a little Metamucil. Digestive health is important. Alexander, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah. I'm good, man. I'm ready for the weekend. I am ready for the weekend. Man, we're stuck here in this balance between 9 and 11 and a half. Let's see if we can move out of it. It's going to be a slow night. Going to Vegas? Nice work. I haven't been to Vegas in at least a decade. It has been a long time since I've been to Vegas. Hey, Jimmy, what's going on? Get into some trouble for me, Mr. Simpson. Jimmy, you got in from a bass tournament. Like fishing? Yeah, cool. That's nice. Something I haven't done in decades either. Oh. Well, yesterday was month end. Had a good markup at the end of the month. Put in a new all-time high. Trapped some more shorts. Right? The shorts are trapped under 65.09 tonight. How can you tell? Because that's where the overnight low is. Right? Keep things simple. Right? Trap shorts are unfilled buy orders. Unfilled buy orders create support. Oh, it's been a long time since I've been in Vegas. I used to have an apartment in Vegas, actually. Me and two other traders, we rented an apartment because the hotels, you just get into too much trouble in those hotels. And the noise from those slot machines would drive me nuts. Clients always want to meet in Vegas. Let's see if we can take out this poor low. This poor low is actually a triple bottom. What that means is 3 half-hour periods have all transacted at 65.09 and can't get any lower than that. Let's see if that breaks. Yeah, I haven't been to Vegas since they built all those new things. Like, I think the last time I was there, they had finished building the Venetian, but I haven't been there in a long time. You gonna you gonna go down the VIX rabbit hole with Mike? Bakwan, I'll warn you. Mike is a quant. You'll go down a math rabbit hole, so just be forewarned. You know what is good in Vegas? Go to Smith Walensky. I love that steakhouse. I haven't been there in ages. Hmm. We have one of our crew who lives in Vegas. Okay, here we go. This is going to be the excitement of the night or the morning, wherever you are. Can we take out 65.09? We're jumping up and down on it like my old partner, Big Polly. It was like 360 pounds, and he had this trampoline in his office that his wife bought him to jump up and down on to lose weight. One day we're doing a deal, and he's jump up and up and down, and you hear this crash. Broke the trampoline. Ah, that was so funny. We were all laughing. People all across the world were laughing because we were on a conference call. Look at that offer lift. Come on, break that low. See, the reason why there's so much responsive buying there, you can tell from the previous day, right? That eye low, there's a break, there's one tick, right? And that's where everybody got caught short going into the afternoon, right? Why do I trade this? Because there's lots of good opportunity. It's just month end right now. It's kind of slow, Simpson. And it's not late for me. For me right now, it's 8 o'clock in the morning because I'm in the UK. How do you watch the offer? See this red line here, my friend? It's moving up and down with the green line. The offer is, another word for the offer is the ask. Okay? And the offer is what sets the price. The offer rules the market because what the offer does is it sets the price according to the flow of customers coming in. So if you see the offer moving up, it means the market has seen buyers and is raising price, right? Well, thanks for joining us at 3 a.m. in Kentucky. They still build Corvettes there, right? So the top of the candles are where the sellers initiate. So we just did a look below and fail of 65.09 off of a poor low. That means that there's buying, right? The top of the candle is created by the offer. Now you're starting to cook with gas, right? So that's where the sellers initiated on the way down and competed. So this red line, when it gets to this white line, watch its behavior. If it sees buyers, it will raise price above that white line. You see how we came underneath and lifted. That is a look below and fail. So what you do is you buy 65.09 and a half, 9/4. You put your stop under this candle, and then you put sell orders here. See how the offer lifted? See how it's lifting? No print at 10 and a half yet, right? And the spread's a little big right now because it's slow, right? But just watch the offer. It's so much easier than doing anything. Now, the reason why it's confusing is because you're not used to watching it. That's all. Right? Right? When the offer is moving up, it means the market has seen buyers and is raising price. When the offer is moving down, it means the sellers, the large sellers, the distributors, people like me, are lowering price to compete to capture the buying that's in the market. Right? It is the best quote unquote order flow trading indicator that you will ever have in your life if you are a day trader. Right? When the offer is moving down, the market's on sale. When the offer is moving up, the market does not need to be on sale because there are buyers. And what seller, listen, pretend you got 1,000 contracts. Would you rather sell them at 11 or 9? The only reason that you're going to sell them at 9 is because you're forced to, right? Because you have to compete with other sellers to get rid of your inventory, right? Markets exist to move inventory. So if you watch the offer, you can see how inventory is being priced. And if inventory is being priced higher and higher and higher, you don't short that. Wait for a sale, right? Now, your analysis now is simple. So had I bought 65.09 and a half, and I couldn't sell anything at 10 and a quarter, I'd start getting out of my position, right? Because I need to sell my inventory, right? I need to make a profit. I need to take my inventory and turn it back into cash, right? That's what trading's about. It's about taking inventory and turning it into cash. It's a simple concept, right? You guys talk about smart money concepts, right? The smart money is buying a bunch of cheap crap and selling it at a higher price and making a profit. That's why they call it a market instead of a hot tub or a frying pan, right? Trading is simple, right? It sure as hell ain't easy, but it's simple. So keep your analysis simple. You don't have to write a doctoral thesis for a trade plan. Let's see if we can take this. If we can break 6509, here we go. Come on. If we can take out that stop, we'll be looking for 6502. We can get past the eights. Hey, Oman, what's going on? Cisco, unfortunately, brothers, there's no more trading floors anymore. They're just rooms full of servers. Yeah. Two ticks of access. So now we've got a proper low. Can we take out the 8.25 stop? Come on. Let's see if we can crack it when London opens. So when London opens here, another 3 or 4 seconds. There we go. Now, when we open that 8 door, does that bring in selling or buying? And that will tell us about the overnight bid, right? Right? So give this a little while and let it work itself out. And if that low holds, if it holds 9, right? We might go back and forth. So let the large traders work this out. Right? There's a seller. There's a seller right there. So be careful if you're long against that low. If it holds that low, let it come back up over 9 if you want to go long. Right? There's a seller at 9 right now. Did you see that? It came up to 9 and rejected down. Let's see if that seller's still at 9. Oh, they lifted. Do we get a print? Okay, you got a 9.25 print, but then the sellers came back again. Watch the offer. Watch the birdie. Right? If you're going long here, you put your stop at 7.5. Right? You don't want to waste a lot of money on a stop. Because if it breaks, you're looking at 2. So if you're going long at 9.25, 9, right? 9.5, right? Now you know there's going to be sellers at each one of these candles. See, look, they're selling right here. Boom, boom, boom. Look, look. See that? You can't get a print at 10 yet. Let's see if we can creep. There's a 10 print. Now, can we get a print at 10 and a quarter? Come on, give us a 10 and a quarter print, right? So you buy a few, right? Maybe your average is 9 and 3/8, 65.0938. Make sure you got your offers out. Now, can we get a print at 10 and 3/4? Oppa! Oh, not yet, not yet. Did you see how the offer moved up? Go back and rewind this, folks, and watch this in slow motion. You can rewind your charts, and that way you can tell and watch the offer. See how simple it is? Well, 10 and 3/4. Can I get a fill? I'm offered at 10 and 3/4. If they don't take me, I'll hit the 10 half bid. I'm not getting taken at 3/4. I'm out at 10 half. Right? Not the greatest trade, but that's the look below and fail. Right? Pretty simple. Well, had I not sold it, I probably would have gotten taken at 10 and 3/4. Do you guys see how that worked? Reg P19, right? There's the offer. It's telling you where price is going. If it starts coming back down, it means sellers are competing. If it's going up, it means sellers don't have to compete because they see buyers. Very simple. Takes a while to get used to watching it. That's why I encourage people to watch markets instead of just blindly trading them. Right? Sit and watch a market for a while. You'll be amazed once you know what to look for. Right? Once you know what to look for, you'll be amazed at how much information you can pull off a 1-minute candle chart. No indicators, no stupidly expensive software, right? Just simple common sense and a little bit of business skill and discipline, right? Once you start seeing it, then you'll start working on the execution. The execution is going to be frustrating because you'll be able to see it, but your execution will be off, right? You got to work through that frustration, right? Make friends with the frustration, work through it. It'll pay off. It'll save you a lot of money too. Hey Moran, how are you? You ready for the weekend? If the price breaks above the seller, for example at 65.10, it means that seller has sold their inventory and he has moved his price higher. His business is done at that level for now. So that's a perfect look below and fail because it hit 11.5 to the tick, right? So the theory is in rotational markets, when you look below and fail, the target is the top. These were the subway stops on the way to the target. When we took the overnight low, when London opens, we took that old overnight low by 2 ticks. When we did that, It brought buyers in. It's like you opened the doors of the store and the buyers were pushing up against the, just like, Walmart, Black Friday, they're pressed up against that door. So the sellers saw that, lifted price, right? Very simple, right? Keep your analysis simple so you can focus on execution. Because execution, while simple, is not easy. And you need all your faculties so you know how to react, right? Execution of a trade setup is just how do you react to change in a way that takes advantage of how business works, right? You should be able to explain the business reason behind a trade and the business reason for staying in a trade, right? And when that business reason goes away, you need to be out of that transaction. Every trade is a business transaction. Don't let anybody else give you all this bullshit, excuse my language, about randomness and all that crap. You don't put money into a market randomly. People have an agenda. Smart money, big money has an agenda. Big speculators have an agenda. That agenda is being played out, and you need to capitalize on it. So if you know the agenda, it's a lot easier so you're not trading in the wrong direction. Right? Real simple. Right? And that's what we teach in our trading room, tradingsyndicate.org. Come check us out over the weekend. We're having a sale. It's like 19 bucks a month. Come check it out. And when you get in there, in our Discord room, message me. I'll be around all weekend. Right? Don't just come in and leave. Come in, ask questions, right? Let us help you learn how to make money. We'll give you the time. All you got to do is ask. Oh. Now, the question is, how long do we futz around here? Do we go from 11 and a half back down to 9? We might, right? This is what we call rotation. And it's a slow night, so we're just rotating inventory. What's up, AZS? How you doing? Let's get rid of whatever stale fish we have. It's Friday, right? We want to hold this stuff over a long weekend. Yeah. And we're just rotating back down again. So what we've only traded since we started, I think we started, it was 29,000 contracts. Now it's 32,786. So we haven't put in that much volume over the last 40 minutes. Let's go see what's going on. I know the equity markets aren't open yet, but just going to run through some stocks for you guys this week before the weekend. PCE and Michigan report, I really don't know what kind of effect they're going to have. You know, and I don't know enough about them to talk about it, Dan. I kind of hope we get a little liquidation so some people can get covered before the weekend who are short. The shorts are trapped. Shorts have been trapped for a while now. So I'm just running through some stocks, looking at the levels. Apple, Microsoft did a look below and fail of 502. Interesting. Meta's working out that 750 level. That thing is so tight, that stock. It barely trades. And Nvidia. There's that 184 seller in Nvidia. Hard to crack that. Gold. I have GLD. So if this is accurate, $317, $318, there'll be a seller there. I don't look at the gold futures. Just the spiders. Amazon 231. What else is there? Oh, Tesla. Everyone forgot about Tesla. Yeah, that 348 seller's pretty persistent in Tesla. Oh, and Palantir, everybody's favorite. All right. What else is there? Oh, Google. Oh, I need to do some more levels for Google. A little bit of a breakout there. What else are you guys trading? Oh, boy, that circle really tanked, didn't it? Came right back down to cost basis. See, cost basis works great in stocks. IPO, distribution, slam it all the way back down to cost basis. Right? Works nice. Oh yeah, SPY levels. Knock it on 649.35. Right? What did it do yesterday? 649.48. Interesting. I should put those levels in the room. And where's yes now? 65.09. Hey, we came right back. So, how you trade balance, look below and fail, look above and fail, and we came right back to 65.09. Let's go test this low again and see if we can break it. Otherwise, we're just going to go boing, 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 rotate back and forth. Nice work, Cisco. Let me know if you get a fill at 9. You might have to pay up a tick. Oh, nice. You got filled at 9? Beautiful. You had to pay up a tick? That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, exactly, right? No reason to hold out for a tick. Get paid, get paid, get paid. Right? It's like that song from the 80s. Just got paid, it's Friday night. Anybody remembers that one? I'm aging myself with my music here. I'm a trader, Ao. Market orders are for suckers. I trade on the bid and the offer, unless I get myself into trouble. And then I hit the bid or I take the ask. There's a couple of things. There you go, OJ. Right? So, there's a couple of things on your DOM that the industry puts in there. One is the reverse button, and then the market order button. And that's just to get more money off people. That's how they get you. Right? There you go, Cisco. Yeah, the reverse button is the cash. That all that does is just drain all the cash out of your brokerage account. Because it market orders you out of your position and market orders you into the next one and the other side. And people just lose all their dough using that. Well, if you hit the market a lot because you panic, that means we need to work on your trading, Omen. It's a good thing you're here. Never use market orders. Right? There you go, Blues Queen. The reason you're panicking is because you don't know the business enough, and that's not your fault. They don't teach us this in school. In grade 4, did they ever say, do not use market orders? No. In grade 6, did they ever tell you, right, about inventory and cost basis? No, they don't. Right? They teach us useless stuff like Pythagorean theorem. When have you ever used that in life? Right? They should teach market making in elementary school. You know? Today, class, we're going to teach you how to be both sides of a market. Can we take out 6508? Exactly, Cisco. Oh. Basically, this session, all we're doing is sitting here looking to see if the market can break 6508. And, you know, if you do get bored, you can open up a time in sales and just sit and watch how slow this thing's trading. Right? It trades and then it stops. And then it trades and then it stops. Right? Exactly. That's what we teach you, Omen. That's the name of my book if I ever get it finished. The name of my book's going to be Proper Villains. Because my clients were all proper villains. And that's what I'm trying to teach you guys, how to be villains. Instead of being food. Right? Damn. Can't take out that 8 yet. Nice, Moran. It's a good morning ritual. Well, folks, the time in sales is like a speedometer. It tells me how quick the market's trading. We caught a lot of people short under 8 yesterday. The first 5 half-hour periods, the first 2.5, 3 hours of the day, we got a lot of people caught short under 65.08 in those up and down moves. So that's where the bid is right now. Let's see if it breaks later on in the day. But for right now, that's about it. Sellers at 10. They stopped selling at 9. Pretty slow now. So I will let you folks go a little bit early unless, does anybody have any questions? Have a good night, Cisco. See you in a bit. I'll shut it down a little bit unless you guys have questions. Hey, Phil, how you doing? Have a great weekend if I don't see you in RTH at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Thank you so much for being with me. Have I ever been in a witness protection program? No. No, I have not. But I am discreet. Have a good weekend. We'll see you all on Tuesday. Otherwise, we'll see you at the 9 a.m. session. Thanks, everyone. Really appreciate you guys being with me at this crazy hour, especially those stateside. Have a wonderful and safe Labor Day if I don't see you. And the rest of you, I'll see at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Thanks for joining us at the tradingsyndicate.org. Trade safe out there, folks. Okay? Start enjoying your weekend. Last weekend of the summer. Be safe out there. Bye for now.